so much of leadership is about doing things together and knowing when to get out of the way and asking for help. I've always found it hard to ask for help generally. And I think the other thing that's been really important is to build a really diverse team and understand, what my weaknesses are, what our, different people's strengths are, and find people that bring different skill sets, different knowledge, different approaches, different attitudes to the work to keep it dynamic and more, I think, more productive. How about you? What do you think? What's your leadership?
Yeah.
How big is your team?
So we've got about 50 people that are part of every cure, and then about 20 people that are part of my lab at Penn. I think one part of having a really effective team is just assembling the right people to be a part of this really effective, assembling mission-driven people where like they are here to help patients. That's why they're here. They're not here for a paycheck. They're here to help patients. I think that's number one. So recruiting is so important. I think you put a lot of time into finding the right people. And the second thing is really being able to set that vision of what we're working towards, and making sure just to constantly remind everyone of what that vision is. We recruited you to save and improve lives. You are the best person in the world to help us do that. You're the best person in the world to build our AI platform to help us save and improve lives, but it's always to save and improve lives. I think the third thing is maybe obvious, but I just think that over communication is so important. I think that anytime you're facing big challenges like you're facing and like we're facing, there's so many cases where you could get misaligned on one thing or another, but just keeping the conversation going, continuing to communicate, just being present with one another, working together is so important. And that's challenging for my group, and I'm sure for yours as well, because we are located in a number of different locations. And so you aren't always able to bump into someone at, over lunch, right? You have to really be intentional about communication.